Hey everyone, I'm Ray and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make a batch of yogurt bread. Now you may be saying, why yogurt bread? So I haven't eaten bread in quite a long time because I'm trying to avoid the gluten. So I went on a quest to create a yogurt bread that didn't just taste like baked eggs. So we are starting today with 2 cups of chickpea flour. And basically what this is just dried chickpeas ground up into a flour. So minimal processing and no gluten because it's a legume as opposed to a wheat or a processed white flour, which I am absolutely avoiding at all costs. So we're starting out with the gluten-free chickpea flour. And then we're going to add a coconut yogurt. Now, you could add any yogurt. A Greek yogurt would be delicious. I just happen to have the coconut yogurt, so that's what I'm adding. And I choose the brand Harmless Harvest. I've talked to you guys about this yogurt before. What I love about this yogurt is it doesn't have a lot of tang. I'm going to just stir the yogurt together with the flour. And I don't think I mentioned, but I did add some baking soda to this as well. So not to worry because I'm going to give you all the ingredients in the link down below the show notes, in the show notes. Okay, and I just added 3 eggs. Now, these eggs, I have to talk about these eggs because I get these from a local farmer. And these eggs are absolutely delicious. And as you can see, they are very yellow. So it's loaded with protein. And what I love about these eggs is they are locally grown, no antibiotics, and no crazy factory farming. These are just eggs pecking around in the dirt on the farm behind my sister-in-law's house. And so we order eggs every week from these guys, and they are delicious. And it's the cutest thing. It started out as one of the girls, she's about 10, and she just went door to door trying to push eggs, and it's kind of turned into a business. So anyway, they're delicious eggs, and they are healthier than really anything you can get in the grocery store. So now we're going to add some everything but the bagel seasoning. Now this seasoning, I buy this at Natural Grocers. This is organic and I absolutely love it. I've also put a little bit of nutritional yeast. And so I'm just going to sprinkle that around and we're going to give it one more quick stir. Okay, so now we're going to give it a little pinch of salt and pepper. Just however much you like. I just do a pinch. And we'll give it a stir, and then we'll get it into the pan and into the oven. Now, I've got a prepared bread pan. So this bread pan is actually a no-stick bread pan, but I do find it's easier actually to get out of the pan if you line the bottom with parchment paper. And my paper was just a little bit bigger than usual, and I kind of like that because it sticks out the top a little easier so I can give it a tug when it comes out of the oven and the bread will come out of the pan a lot easier. So we're just going to dump this in the pan now using this spatula. Okay, now we are ready to put this into the oven. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that everything but the bagel seasoning on top now. And I'm just going to shake it right out of the jar just to give it a little pizzazz on the top. You want to try to get it in all the corners just so it's not all in the middle of the bread. And then we are going to pop this in the oven, and when it comes out, we will be back for a taste. Welcome back. We have our beautiful bread out of the oven. I ended up baking it for about 50 minutes. Now I did want to show you because remember we lined it with the parchment paper and I did have a little bit of stickage. So right here you can see the bread kind of clung to the edge of the no-stick pan. That happened on both sides. But where the parchment paper was, no sticking whatsoever. And you can see how nice it just came out of the pan beautifully, thanks to the parchment paper. So it's still pretty warm, but it's totally set. And I like to use a serrated knife to cut it. So I'm just gonna cut off a little bit off of this corner here and we'll have a taste and see how it is. It's really good. The best part is it doesn't taste like baked egg. That's the main thing for me. I like it a lot. I think it could use a little bit more salt, and I was a little hesitant to add more salt because it was a new jar of the everything but the bagel, and sometimes that can be kind of salty. I think it could take a little bit more salt, but otherwise, it's really delicious. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to cut another piece off, and I'm going to put it in the toaster, and I'm going to smash an avocado on it, and I'm going to have avocado and yogurt bread toast for lunch. I hope you're going to try this recipe. The best part about it is gluten-free. And if you're not sure why gluten-free matters, even if you don't have any kind of reaction to gluten, gluten is viewed by your body as an invader. And what it does, your body, what it does when it detects things that it's unrecognized, right? It creates inflammation, just like when you sprain your ankle, right? So when you eat gluten, your body creates inflammation because it doesn't know how to process gluten. It doesn't know what it is. Our ancestors didn't have gluten. This is not something that was a concern, many years ago, but it is a concern now. And so if you're trying to keep gluten out of your diet, but you're a sandwich guy or you love bread, this is one way that you can have a really nice bread without any gluten. Again, it's made with chickpea, so we've got a legume, so it's got protein in it. We added yogurt, so we've got prebiotics in it. We added some beautiful seasonings with the everything but the bagel seasoning that I was sharing with you. This one's the organic, Simply Organic brand. And then farm harvested eggs that are so much more nutritious than any kind of store-bought egg you can buy. So I don't know. I mean, I love it. I think it's delicious. It's not the same as bread, certainly, but it's a good substitute to keep your body from creating inflammation. Because when you get too much in your body over time, too much inflammation, it is unhealthy for your body. So anything you can do to cut down on your gluten, it's going to help you, whether you are gluten intolerant or not. Bon appetit, everyone. I hope you're going to try it.